the way, without wasting much time, after getting your activation link from your sponsor, the person who referred you, and you've activated with your email, verified your email and all, the very first thing you need to do is to fund your Royal Q application. You need to fund it with the subscription fee, which is $100 for the annual fees, and then an extra $20 for your gas fees. So how can you do this? How can you do this? Right at the bottom here, you will see 5 options. The very one to the right is mine. You see mine there to the very right down there. You just need to click on mine and go to your assets. Yes, go to your assets and then click on deposits. Click on deposits. Under your assets, when you click on deposits, you will see your unique wallet address, so USDT wallet address. The network is TRC20. Do you want to copy this address? As you can see here, click on copy, and then you proceed to your exchange. I'm sure most of us on this call uses the exchange Binance to trade. So you proceed to your Binance application. Okay, let me open that now. Okay, now what exactly are we doing on Binance? We want to send the exact amount, right? We want to send the exact amount that you are going to use to activate your account. Now, it's as simple as you going to USDT under spot, USDT. And click on USDT and scroll down to withdrawal. So at the bottom of your Binance USDT under spot, you see a withdrawal button here. Yes, that is where you click on withdrawal. So you paste the address that you've copied from RealQ. It instantly shows you the network, TRC20. Then you fix in the amount you want to send. Now, because it is a TRC20 network, you are going to have to send an extra $1 for the transaction fees. So that means you have to send $121, and then you would get $120 in your RealQ asset. Click on withdraw and go ahead to fill in the security verification required for you, which is your email code, your phone verification code, and also your 2-factor if you've enabled that. Upon withdrawal, in the next 2 to 4 minutes, you should see your assets land in your RealQ application under assets. So what do you do next? You just go back to your mine, and then you click on activate. Activate will be something around here. You click on activate right there and activate your RealQ bot. Remember, this activation takes you for a year. So once you've paid that $120, $100 has made you entitled to this bot for a full year, 12 months. Yeah. While the transaction fees, $20, is one that you keep renewing as soon as you make profits, because as you make profits, the robot takes a part of these transaction fees to help you with your transactions. Now, next thing to do, as you can see, is to bind your RealQ bot to your Binance application. That is another simple step that you can follow along. So follow through. Simply go to API binding here, like you can see on the screen. Click on API binding, then select the particular exchange you are using. We're using Binance. Click on Binance. You will then be able to access this page. Now, please kindly note, there are 3 things you want to ensure to do when binding your API. To copy your API key, to copy your secret key, and paste right here in your RealQ. Where you get those 2 keys from? You get it from your Binance application. I'll show you just in a moment. Then also, you should also see your IP group binding from a RealQ application that you would have to add to your Binance. So let's go about doing this now. Okay, so go to the Binance and go to your home page in Binance. Home page. Under home page, you click on more. As you can see here, click on more. Then scroll down to API management. As you can see at the bottom there. Okay, so you go to API management, and once it opens up, you'll be able to access your API management settings. So it's very important that you label your API key with a particular name or a particular name you want to use. You can just say royal queue. You can just say royal queue for the purpose of the bot trading. For instance, this is one here. Once it has created, you would see it in your API list. You'll be able to instantly copy two things, your API key and your secret key. Yeah, you're able to copy those two things. Now, once you get this page, please ensure you copy your secret key first, as that one would not last for so long. So go ahead to copy your secret key first and paste in your royal queue, just right here. You're pasting it in your royal queue and this secret key option. The same thing you do for your API key, you copy it and paste it there. Then you click on edit, as you can see on the screen right here. You click on edit. Then this arrow at the bottom. Okay. So under edit, you are allowing the robot to do two things: to read your Binance and also to enable spot trading for you. So select these things: enable spot and margin trading. It does just spot trading. So leave the others unselected. Note, you're not selecting withdrawals, you're not selecting margin loan, futures, universal transfer, or enable vanilla options. No, you're not doing that. So the extra thing you are meant to do, like I mentioned, is the new feature of using a trusted IP. Using a trusted IP. So where do you get a trusted IP from? From your royal queue. You see it right there under IP group binding. So just here, this particular IP group, you need to copy it and paste it. Paste it here. Oh, okay. Sorry, that has gone. Just a moment. Okay. So now, okay. So you are selecting restrict address, access to trusted IPs only, and you are pasting that IP address right here. So once you paste it, you click on confirm, and then next up is you save it. When you save it, they will ask you to carry out your verification as usual, and you are good to go. Now, that is all for the API binding. After completing this particular procedure, the robot will have access to view your USDT in your spot wallet and make use of it for spot trading. How will it do that? Now, let's go back to the RealQ application. Ensure you have some capital in USDT in your spot wallet, in your Binance, and then go down to your RealQ application and follow the next steps to set up a trade. Yes, set up a trade. So there are two ways you can set up your trade under RealQ, and that's what makes it interesting. It gives room for those who are professional traders, who are novice traders, and who are also intermediates when it comes to cryptocurrency trading. So everyone has opportunity to select the kind of trade you want to do. So if you are someone who has no idea about trading before, please go ahead and select your cycle. As you can see down here, select the cycle here at the bottom, and you would be exposed to a number of traders, like a number of copy trades where you can get a strategy and just follow along with it. So you can see right here, there are a couple of them, but we usually go for the best. Yes, that is what we are known for. We're giving nothing but the best. So we are looking for a particular trade. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So this is Crypto Bulls. Yes, this is Crypto Bull. Click on Crypto Bull. And why exactly do we advise persons to go for Crypto Bulls? It's because of the results that's produced over time. You take a note, take a look at how many percentage of profit it has given since the beginning of Royal Q. And that's so much, 4,882% into persons who decide to follow that strategy. So that's so much money. Now, you click on that particular arrow, as you can see there, and you sync strategy. You click on sync strategy. Once you click on sync strategy, you'll be given this option: strategy setting, first buying amount, number of strategies. Now, this is where we need to pay attention, because not everybody has the same financial capabilities as another person. You're coming into the business and you know you want to use $100 or above, up to $500 to trade. Someone else is coming and says he wants to use nothing less than $10,000 to trade. Another person says he wants to use $50,000 to trade. You cannot all have the same amount of capital. That's why it is unique, it is interesting. So if you are trading with a very small capital, please go ahead and ensure that your first buying amount is just about $10, $10 to $20 for your first buying amount. For a trading capital of about $400 and below, let your first buying amount be nothing more than $20. Then your number of strategies. What this means is how many coins should this particular bot trade for you at a time. So if you select 2 strategies, it means it will take 2 coins for you at a time. Some can decide to be very conservative with their low capital and use 1 piece. That's just 1 coin. So it will look at the strategy that you selected and select a good coin that is part of their trade for the week, and it will select that coin for you and instantly buy. Go down to sync strategy and click on it. Now, if you have about $1,000 and above and you want to trade, please feel free to use your first buying amount to be about $40 or $50. Yes, you can do that. You can feel free to ensure your first buying amount is $50 or $40 if you have $1,000 and above that you want to use to trade. Remember, if you have a good capital, you can also increase your first buying amount. Then your number of strategies can also go from 1 to about 4 pieces. And go to 4 pieces. That is very fair. Then you click on sync strategy. After doing that, your job here is done. You just allow the automatic trade to proceed, and it would instantly show you on your home page when those coins are bought for you. To show you on your home page when those coins are bought, and you will see all of that right here. Now, for those who are traders, intermediate traders or professional traders, and you want to trade a particular coin, let's say you have an insight into a coin that you know would give you a massive bull run over time, and you do not want to miss out from this particular bullish run of that coin. All you just need to do is to come right here and type that particular coin. For instance, this is SOL, and fixing some settings. So where do you fix in that settings? This is right here at the bottom. You see trade settings. So first of all, what are you seeing here? You can see the current price of the particular coin. You can see the average price. You can also see your one shot. One shot is you do not want to take repetitive calls on that particular coin. Once it gives you profit, it gives you profit, and you're out of the market. But the margin call is it keeps repeating. I'll explain what that means now under the trade settings. So under trade settings, you would see this particular interface. Your first buying amount, which should be 10 USD, like I said, for a low capital or more if you have a higher capital. But you want to bear in mind that there is what we call margin callbacks. Margin callbacks is in case there is a correction in the market and that particular coin goes down by a particular percentage, say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7% in the course of trading for you, what should that coin do? What should happen? Should the robot buy an extra percentage of the coin for you and give you more profit? Or should it hold on and stop at a particular point? That's what margin callback is. Now, after setting your first buying amount, which I said will be determined on your capital, if you do not have so much capital, please start with a small amount, 10 or 20 USDT. Then your margin call limit. If you also do not have so much capital, your margin call limit should remain at 4. That is, if there is a correction in the market, you should only purchase that coin 4 times, 4 extra times. Your whole position take profit ratio. Interestingly, we've been using about 1.3% because most copy trades, most strategies use about 1.3%. But as a trader, if you are aware that this particular coin will give you more than that in a day and you are so sure of that, you can increase your percentage. You can use about 2%, all depending on the particular coin you are dealing with right here. You can increase your percentage. I like to use 1.5 for the purpose of this Zoom. And then you go to your margin configuration. This is where it gets interesting. If there is a correction in a particular coin that you are trading on and it goes down by 3.5%, the instruction, as you can see here on the screen, is you should purchase that coin 2 times. So you need to ask yourself, what was your first buying amount? $10. If there's a 3.5% correction, it goes down by 3.5%. What will happen is an extra $20 will be taken from your USDT to purchase this particular coin. Why does it do this? It does this so that you would have maximum profits. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. Did something happen to my network before?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So what happens is right here, you'll be able to, the coin will be bought 2 times with your initial buying price of $10. That's 2 times 10, $20. Now the second call is 4%. It buys it 4 times, which should be $40. So you see why I said it is important for you to know what capital you are working with. This setting will not work for someone who has just $100 or $200 or $300 and he wants to trade 2 coins at a time. It won't work. So all you need to do is to adjust this year, your first, your second, your third, and your fourth call to a reasonable value that you know your capital will be able to accommodate. So for the purpose of this Zoom, let's use 2, 1, 1, and let's say 1. You can also decide to increase the last call to be about 2. It all depends on your capital. So let's say 1 for this example, and then you click on confirm. Like I said, this is normal. The market moves up and it comes down, and it is with this movement that you can earn money regularly. So it's nothing to be afraid of. After clicking on confirm, that will be set. You would click on save, as you can see at the top there. Click on save. Once you click on save, you will see a start button at the bottom. You see a start button at the bottom right here, and you can select that start. Then your strategy would have commenced. That is for those who are traders. Now, if you are not a trader and you have already selected automatic trading with the cycle option, and your coin is showing on your home page here, just click on that coin that is showing, that is being traded by you, that is being traded by the bot for you. Then go to its settings too and adjust if you want to make such adjustments. Adjust your margin call limit to what you feel you can accommodate with your capital. If you have enough capital, there's no problem in leaving it in 7 times. But as you are leaving it in 7 times, please ensure that these calls that you have here, the margins are set rightly. You might also decrease the percentage of these calls too. And what it does is it gives you room to make more profit, no matter the condition of the market. And presently the market is bullish, so you can always set those targets at the right percentage level, so that when you are getting profits, you get reasonable profits too. So that's how you set your trading for both the automatic and the manual setup. That's the best I will do for now. I hope we've been able to follow through, and I hope I was audible enough for everyone to hear.
Yes, please.
Okay.
All right. Thank you once again, Mr. Trust. That was a job well done. A job well done. You really, did a very good job. And for those who are just, joining us, this evening on this call, we have just looked at how to set your trade on your RoyalQ account. And just like, Mr. Trust, who has been a guest speaker tonight, has, spoken, he actually made mention of 3 major things which he dived into this evening. He started with how you can get your RoyalQ account funded by going to the mine, clicking on the asset, then clicking on the deposit in order to get your asset wallet address, whereby you now take it to either your Binance or your Umoglobi exchange to get it funded with 120 USD. And aside that, he also talked about binding your RoyalQ with your exchange account, either with Binance or Umoglobi account, whichever one you choose. And why he was doing that, he made mention of 3 major things that must be put into consideration why you are binding your RoyalQ with either of these 2 exchange platform. Number 1, he said the first thing you must put into consideration is that you must ensure that having created your API key, you ensure that you get it named, and after the API key has been created alongside with the secret key, you must first and foremost copy your secret key and take it to your RoyalQ and paste, and do the same thing to your API key. Then lastly, he talked about you must also copy the IP address on your RoyalQ, and you take it to your Binance and paste it there, confirm it, then click on save. By so doing, you have perfectly bound your exchange account with your artificial intelligence, which is RoyalQ. Then lastly, it talked about trading and made us to understand that there are 2 ways in which you can trade on RoyalQ. It talked about the manual trading, which is the quantitative trading. This is meant for those who are traders. If you are not a trader, don't dare it. It's better you do what? You embrace the second option, which is what? The automatic trading, which is what? Copy trading. By doing what? By leaning on the shoulders of the professionals, like the crypto bulls or the JD winner. And by so doing, you can also make a lot of profit on daily basis. So these are the 3 major things which he has just dealt with tonight. So before we call it a night or a webinar, I believe there are 1 or 2 persons that have 1 or 2 questions to ask tonight. Already we are having 27 participants on this call tonight. So it is high time for you to do what? To ask your questions concerning how to set your RoyalQ account. So without taking much of our time, I can see a hand lifted up. Mr. Oluwaseun, would you please unmute your mic and give that mic a voice and go ahead and ask your question? Over to you, please. Mr. Oluwaseun, would you please unmute yourself and give your mic a voice? I think Mr. Oluwaseun is having a difficulty with his mic. Okay, why is he trying to get connected? Are there other people that have one or two questions to ask in respect to the subject we've just treated tonight?
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, madam, you are most welcome to this call. It's good to have you on board.
This is Oluwaseun.
You're welcome, and please go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, I want to ask, is it possible for one to do both the quantitative and the circle trade at the same time?
Okay, very good question. I believe our speaker is still on this call. Mr. Trust, would you please react to that question, please? Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, ma. So it's possible to do that, but remember, there's a warning. If you do not know how to trade, please leave the quantitative aspect out of it. If you do not know how to trade, you are not experienced in cryptocurrency world, do not take quantitative. Just deal with the cycle and follow the professionals and allow them to give you profit as you go. But if you do know how to trade, of course, why not? You can take both.
Okay, like doing it simultaneously, that's what I'm like, me doing my own trade while the robot is also doing his own trade.
With okay, I thought you meant with the robot. Well, if you want to take
simultaneously.
Okay, yes. Yes, you can. You can set up quantitative and circle trades with the robot simultaneously. It will all show on your homepage for both, for whatever coin you are trading on, to show on your homepage.
Okay. Thank you.
But if you want to take a trade on your own with just Binance, please, you try not to use the same Binance application so that you don't get confused.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, madam, I hope you are clear enough with that.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. Is there any other question before we call it a webinar tonight? Is there any other question? I think this is one of the major challenges that some of the people are having when it comes to setting up their RoyalQ account. And I think this is a very good platform for you to do what? To unveil that challenge you're having so that our professional in the house can, give accurate answers to those questions. So are there still questions? Okay, in the absence of none, okay, I think I can see Mr. Martins indicating that he has a question. Okay, Mr. Martins, without taking much of our time, would you please just unmute yourself and go ahead with your question? Thank you.
Yeah, good evening all. The challenge I have is that when I try to to do my API binding on RoyalQ.
Okay.
After putting all the informations, my secret key from my Binance and then upload it to RoyalQ. When I now click to send, it was telling me that my account is not updated, is not activated. Though I have to go now to activate the account by transferring $120 from my Binance account to RoyalQ. Then I now see 119 on my asset page on RoyalQ, which I know $1 gone is for his service network fee. But the money now is on that asset on the RoyalQ under asset. So when I click activate, it's now telling me that I have not yet selected the location, the money, I mean, I have not yet selected the location that he has to go.
Location.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's to either to
Okay.
confirm or to the decline. So I have now clicked confirm, but it still take me to different names of countries or so. Please, what can I do? Because the money is still there on asset line of the Royal Queue, and he has not taken the $100 for you to know that he has already been activated.
Okay. Okay. Is that all, or do you still have more question to ask?
Now, how can I? Where do I go so that at least the Royal Queue will take the $100 from the asset that is 119? So I know say $19 is remaining for me to start trading. So as to start.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for your question, Mr. Martins. I'm going to pass this ball to amiable speaker, Mr. Trust, once again. I believe you got a question asked, sir.
Yes, I did.
So over to you, Mr. Trust. Okay.
So, Mr. Martins, thank you for your question. So you've sent about 120. You said you have 119 showing in your Royal Queue. That's good. Now, for you to activate your Royal Queue bots, I made mention of that in the session just now. Go to your assets, your mind rather. Go to your mind, and just at the top of the mind, you see somewhere at the top under your username, you will see activate. You see activate. Did you check around there, sir?
Yes. When I go to asset where the money is, when
not
I
asset, mine.
From mine, we will bring on those information, including asset where the money is. Then
Okay,
you see,
fine.
I also
So
see where in highlighted. Activate.
Let me just show you where you would click on briefly now. Let me just show you. Sorry. So you can access that. All you just need to do is to go to your assets. Then you see somewhere around here. You'd see somewhere around here. You would see after VIP, click on activate instead of renew. This is showing renew because this account has been activated already. Click on activate. Click on activate. Then it would allow you to take out that $100 for your annual fees. Once you've done that, the remaining $19 is there to act as your gas fees. That is not your trading capital. Your trading capital is what you will put in your Binance, your USD Binance, that the robots would use your API to take trades for you.
Sorry, what I'm saying is that when I go there and click activate, it was giving me information that I have not yet selected the locations that has to, I mean, the other should for the settings. Other should go to settings or what? I don't know.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Trust. Mr. Trust.
I can hear you.
Can I quickly react to that, please?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Mr. Martins, just like Mr. Trust has rightly said, since he has taken you through that step, and you are having that option that popped up asking you to select a location. Initially, such option was not there, but because of of the new update, you're not having such option. So, and look for Nigeria. Click on Nigeria. The moment you click on Nigeria, that option is already taken care of. You don't need to go out of that section. You don't need to click on any other settings. Once you just scroll down, look for Nigeria, tap on it, and that option is taken care of. Then you now go back to those steps which Mr. Trust made mention by clicking on that button at the right hand side of your interface that shows activate. And once you click on that activate, it gives you two options. You want to confirm this robot is going for 100 USD per annum. You still click on that confirm. Then it pops up another option that do you really still want to confirm? You said yes. You click on confirm and activate, and that's just all. Once that is done successfully, the AI will automatically deduct 100 USD from that 119 you have, and $19 will be left as your gas fee. It's as simple as he has just rightly said. So I hope that is clear, sir.
Yes, I will do that. I'm on the page already, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, while that is going on, is there still any other question before we call it a webinar tonight? Sincerely speaking, I want to, appreciate Mr. Trust for that job well done. My brother, in fact, I'm really proud of you. Thank you, sir, for that job. Thank you, sir. Okay, in the absence of none, I think we can go ahead and chant our business slogan. Are we ready to get that done? Okay, presently we are still having.
We're ready.
Okay, thank you very much, boss. Would you please just unmute your mic as we give, our voices to those beautiful mics as we chant our business slogan? We have just 30 seconds to get that done. Kindly unmute your mic. If you can hear me vividly.
We're hearing you.
Okay. Still waiting for others to join us.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Okay, for those who are joining us for the very first time, you might not know, what the slogan is. For the very first time, when I put a call across by saying Royal Q, your response is going to be welcome to the future. Then secondly, when I say Royal Q, your response is going to be the new generation traders. Then lastly, when I say Royal Q, you are going to respond by saying profit now. Are we good to go now?
Yeah, we're good to go.
I can barely hear us. We are going to take that once again. I want you to put, all the effort you've gotten into,
We didn't hear you either.
Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I beg your pardon.
Hear you at all.
Okay, sorry for that. I guess it's my mic. Okay. Royal Q. Welcome to the future. Thank you very much. We are going over to the second call. Royal Q. Amazing. Then lastly, Royal Q. Thank you very much for your attendance. We really appreciate. Thank you. We look forward to see each and individual tomorrow. Thank you very much, boss, for giving us this privilege to have this webinar tonight. We do really appreciate you, sir. And thank you for every other co-host, Mr. Joe, Mr. Frank, Mr. Don Duke, Mr. Trust, just to mention but a few. We do really appreciate your effort tonight. Thank you very much for showing up. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Same here. All right.